Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So I haven't done a vlog in a while since I last went to Festive Productions. I haven't really done a lot, to be honest. I've been off work, like on the sick with stress, so and burnt myself out. It's hard trying to juggle family and work and spend, doing things with your family. So like basically when I was off work, when I was working and my wife was off, I would sleep less just so I could spend some time with her, which is not a bad thing. I mean, obviously, you love my wife, I want to spend time with her, because when she's working we don't really see much of each other, but like ships in the night. Like I get Aidan to sleep and she'll get Elliot to sleep, and 9 times out of 10 one of us or both of us will just fall asleep with the kids, like. But lately Aidan hasn't been sleeping as much. He's been sleeping later. He's been like resisting sleep, so it is quite hard at the moment, because obviously I'm getting less sleep, he's getting less sleep. Well, he can he can get up at 7 o'clock, I can't. So it's just been really difficult. So getting like an hour, 2 hours in the day, and then 2 hours in the evening, maybe less than that. Sort of catches up to you after a while, to the point where my wife came home from work one day and I was an absolute mess. The kids had been bickering since they come home. My mother-in-law had come up, and my wife come home and she said, "Oh, you're not going to work tonight." And I was like, "Why?" She goes, "There's something not right with you. You really like burnt out, and like you're really struggling." And I was like, "Well, I'll be honest, I am. But statutory sick pay can only get you so far." I've got a sick note for 2 weeks, so I would have had 3 weeks off in total. So, but anyway, Christmas is well and truly on the way now with this cold weather. Well and truly. Everyone got their presents sorted yet? I haven't. I haven't got my wife's yet. She keeps telling me she doesn't want anything, but I can't not get her anything. I want to get her something to show her how much I love her, how much of an amazing person, mother she is, because she is. And I would be absolutely lost without her. All her support and love. It's just, she is just an amazing woman. So I've just been down to Philly now I bought a Christmas tree for my mother's headstone. She's buried in Philly, which is like 20 minutes away from where we live, so just been down there now just to put it on. Aidan is back in nursery today. He's been off best part of a week and a half. He was in last week. He was off 3 days this week. The week before that he was off for a whole week because cough and a cold. But you know what it's like when kids go to nursery, they just pass it around to each other. So he's been off with me whilst I've been off. It's been nice because he, when he's on his own he's alright, but when Elliot's home, he just, I don't know what it is, but he just winds Elliot up like mad. Like he'll just stand in front of him and wind him up so Elliot starts shouting. So, and Elliot's had a few good weeks in school, which is always a win, because he's a love. I mean, when we were in the playground the other day, we saw his head teacher, and she was saying how much of a lovely boy he is. He's got a lovely smile. She was getting him to smile in front of us and that. And we did have problems with him for a while, and then all of a sudden then it's just sort of, we haven't. It's like he's sort of turned the corner or realised that, oh hang on, I need to calm down a bit, I need to dial it in a bit, which is nice. Which means, you know, he comes home, he's happier, and plus he's also started having school dinners this week properly. Normally he'll just have it on a Friday, like fish or like the odd sausage and chips or whatever it is. But this week he went in yesterday and he had pork dinner, because he knows now that he doesn't have to have gravy, because he doesn't like gravy for some reason. He'll have it separate and he'll dip stuff in it, but he won't have it on his dinner, which is fine. Some kids, you know, I know grown-ups that only eat like beige foods. They don't eat, when they have cooked dinner, everything's like brown. So Aidan at the moment, he absolutely loves pizza. Sometimes he'll walk around shouting, I love pizza! But it's not like he says pizza, he calls it Piba. He's so cute and funny. He just randomly put his hands up in the air, go, oh, I love Piba! They're both sort of, the only thing they're both resisting at the moment is sleep. Like Aidan didn't go to sleep till 8:30, 9 o'clock last night. And Elliot was the same. So me and my wife spent a bit of time together last night. Obviously, I say spending time together. We were in the same room. I was doing Elliot's costume because he's a dog for his Christmas play. I don't know. Yeah. So we got him ears, like a headband with ears on it. We got him a tail, and he came with a little bow tie. He's a Dalmatian dog. So last night we bought a plain white t-shirt a couple of days ago, and then last night I drew circles on it, black circles, and I coloured them in. So yeah, it looks really good. I think he was really chuffed with it this morning, because I even glued the bow tie onto it, just for because it was there. We're not going to use it for anything else. I don't think any sort of party calls for a white and black spot bow tie light, does it? So yeah. I'm also on Facebook, guys, if you want to give me a follow on Facebook. I upload reels on there. I should really start uploading like photos and comment on there and updates and whatnot. I don't really go on Facebook that much anymore. I used to be on there religiously before I met my wife. I'd be on there all the time, uploading silly things like just been to the shop, or just had a lush dinner or something or other. So, like, I'd put everything I did on Facebook, and then all of a sudden one day something just sort of clicked in my head, and I was thinking, why am I doing that? Now I'm hardly on there at all. I should really start going on. I'm on Instagram. I don't go on Instagram. I go on Instagram to look. Don't really post anything anymore. I just sort of, I don't know. I like making videos, so I do upload videos to all my social medias. I've had a go at doing Twitter again, so I've changed my name I'm on Twitter as well. We went to Pengoid Farm. I was going to do a video on it the other day, but who wants to see me going up to the farm and then just stood in a queue for like half hour, 45 minutes, and then I was literally in with the big man and Mrs. Claus for 5 minutes, it was nice. They were so lovely, and like the kids thought it was the real deal. Like they're like, yeah, that's the real Father Christmas, because we've made them aware that some Father Christmases, you could tell some of them are absolutely shocking, like with the beards and whatever. And we've made them aware that some of them aren't real. So, you know, and they were like, yeah, that's the real one, man. And we didn't have to say anything. They just sort of, yeah. So it was good, like, and they were lovely. I mean, Elliot went shy for a second because he was a bit like starstruck, sort of. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to say to him. He was a bit like, what? That's the real guy. That's the real deal. But we got a nice photo. I mean, like, Aiden's actually looking at the camera because Aiden normally sort of shies away and he won't look. So, yeah, it's been nice. I did sit an exam whilst I was off, just to sort of, I think, the way things are at the moment, I think I'm going to have to maybe think about a career change, because my work's not flexible enough, like for the hours. I think I need to do different hours. Even like my wife's hopefully going to be starting a new job now after Christmas. She's got the job and everything. It's just there's a bit of delay in the paperwork and so on and so forth. So she'll be starting a new job. She'll be working from home, which means I wouldn't have to do nights as such. So long as she does her hours in the day, I could either start a bit earlier, or I could do similar hours. I haven't quite decided yet. So we went into Pound Stretcher the other day, and Elliot had been on a school trip. He'd been up to a farm in Brecon Beacons. It's Father Christmas. I can't remember the name of the farm. And there was like a show on and everything. He absolutely loved it. Well, when they came home, we decided to go to Home Bargains and Pound Stretchers. Went in there, we went and had a look around. Went to Pound Stretchers. It was a bit quiet, so Elliot was just sort of running around pretending to be a pirate, because he had a gun and an eye patch, bandana, a bag of gold with this gun, with it off Father Christmas. So he's running around the shop. Aiden wants to copy him. Aiden sort of, at one point I couldn't find him. He was sat hiding on the shelf where the gloves are. So he, next thing I know, he sort of, we're going into the other part of the shop now, and he runs away from me, just ups and runs away from me. Some old woman comes up to me. She said, "Oh, he's off, you've had it." She said, "Oh, at least you'll lose weight running after him." And I sort of like double taked. I was like, "You what?" Like, I know I'm fat, but old people, or people of the older generation, they got no filter. I know that from my nan. My nan, when she was alive, she had no filter at all. She would talk about anything and everything like it was a normal conversation, and you'd be like, "Man, you can't say things like that." "Why can't I?" "Because you can't, you're not allowed to." I'm not going to say what, because if anyone, well, you know, anyone who's got a nan, so everybody, like, you know, would know what they're like. They just got no filter whatsoever. Literally, no filter. So, yeah, I was just laughing. I said, "What are you laughing at?" I told my wife what she said. She said, "Oh, don't listen to us." Like I got offended or something. I didn't get offended. So in the coming weeks now, we are going to be going to a few other Christmas places. Sorry, waving to someone. We're going to be going to a few other Christmas places. Maybe see a few Father Christmases. We did have it all planned out where we were going to go, what we were going to do. But I don't know if we're going to be doing them all now. I don't know if they're all doable. We were hoping to go to Bath and go to the Christmas market up there. But Bath Christmas market, we were hoping to go to Abergavenny Christmas market. There's a Christmas market, a couple of Christmas markets near us now in the next week or two. I think it's about 3, I think, in our area. There's one where we live, and then there's 2 others, just like one in Blackwood, one in Caerphilly. Unless the Caerphilly one's gone. I think the Caerphilly one's gone actually. So we're hoping to do something, at least 1 or 2 things every weekend now in the build up to Christmas. I know there's not that many left. So yeah, that's what's happened the last few weeks. Oh, my fuel lights come on. So yeah, there you have it. Go home now. Probably won't be able to park outside the house because there's been builders 2 doors down now for a month or so now. And they were parked really awkward this morning outside next door's house. Of course, nothing but problems for next door and the door and the people on the other side of the house. I mentioned it to my neighbour yesterday. Bloody hell, man. Mentioned it to my neighbour yesterday, and she just sort of looked at me as if to say, "Don't ask." So I'm guessing it's not good news. They knocked the supporting wall for their kitchen extension down, and last I saw they just had like a tarpaulin over the side with some bricks on top, and it was maybe secured to the wall, like to stop water coming in, because when you look there was a big hole. There was a big hole on the side of their kitchen. You could see right through. It's probably stress for them. It's probably cold in their house. Not going to be able to heat it properly, are they? And then the house next door to that is, from what I've heard, my neighbour told me that they've got damp on their walls because they've knocked a wall down on their side as well. So yeah, it's all fun and games. Oh yeah. At the end of the day, like, I'm not. She's just an old woman. I don't know her. Old women, old people haven't got a filter.